What is up, everyone? This is Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gunpla Studio, and today I got here the 172 scale Bandai model of Sirbine. And as you can see, this is a very nice kit with such pros and cons as well. And there you can see these very majestic white looking knight here with a beetle-like appearance, and there we go. The shield is really nice. This is what made me buy the kit, because of the shield, and also the design of the wings. The wings are really nice. The color of the wings is really cool, and there we go. Got to see this nice aspect of the kit here, which is the knight appearance. So I haven't watched any single episode of the Dunbine and Sirbine, but I know that this is one of a real Mecha series. As far as I research about this is somehow part of the a real robot genre, something like that. So what I got here now is the Bandai version. There are version of this from Plamax, but much like the Bandai version. But the pros or the cons, let's go with the cons first. The cons is the plastic quality of this kit is really fragile. So just be very careful with the assembling process and even playing process with the kit, because the plastic really tends to break if you're not careful enough. The plastic is really thin and fragile, so I'm very anxious about reviewing this as much as possible. I don't like to review this, but for my viewers, I like to review this for you. Okay, so the head here is really cool. I really like the crest. The mold of the crest here is really nice. So everything here has the elegant and sharpness and details, and these are all color separated. There are no stickers except for this blue one here, this foil sticker here. These are all stickers, but the rest here, these are all color separated parts, especially the shield here, which is very nice, and I really like that. So for the arms is really tight. The shoulder joint there is really tight, the ball joint, so you need to sand it well before applying it to the peg there, because once you applied it straightforward snap build without sanding, this tend to cement, and once it happens, it's very hard to play and move, and the only result that you will achieve when doing when moving the part that has this tightness on the ball joint is by breaking it. It will break apart, and it's a big disaster for this kit. So there we go. You got this arms or shoulders raising up to this far, and it can rotate 360 degrees, but I will not risk, because I might break the pegs. And for the elbows here, the elbows, you can raise it like this or bend it like that, but not 180 degrees. I think you can rotate those part there. Okay, there you go, and can achieve the near 180 degree bend like that. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, the joint there, the elbow joint, it has a white cap, and the connection looks like muscles. Looks like muscle in appearance. So there we go. And the hands, by the way, I changed it to Dalindical hands. So So there we go. It's a Dalindical hands to make it articulated. There, very cool. And for the waist are in the ball joint but cannot rotate well, so you can only do some up crunch, and I will not risk twisting it because I might break it. For the legs, you can kick forward. By the way, we got 2 flaps of this, so these are all connected in ball joint. Those side skirt things are connected by ball joint. There, got a ball joint connector there, so be careful with that. And you can raise it up like that, see, and you can do a split like this, very nice split. And yes, like that, you can do some split. And for the bending or the knee bend, it can bend up to this far, but due to this back skirt there, it prevents the knee from folding further, so I will not do so. Okay, for the talons here, we got these talons. It's very nice. It's a hinge and can fold like that, so if you make him fly, you can fold like that. I wonder if he can still stand, but no, he cannot stand with this kind of feet, so you need to spread it again. There we go. The talons here are really interesting. These are all hinge, so it's very sturdy. Okay. So for the backpack here, you can raise up like that, but this one cannot raise it. Okay, now it can raise up to this far, and you can see the wings are all connected by ball joint. There, it's connected by ball joint, so the backpack can raise up to this far here. And for the sword, which is very interesting, I really like the sword being attached to the backpack, and can pull the sword from the scabbard, and there we go. You got to see this white blade, so it's up to you if you want to paint this with silver or metallic gray to make it more deadly or appealing. So I might paint it with metallic gray or silver in the future, but for now I will just keep it like this. So there we go. Can make him hold the sword. So the sword here is very light, so even if I don't put pegs for my Dalindical hand, you can still hold the sword, since this is a light material or light thing. Okay, and hold the sword perfectly fine. And for the shield I will not try to remove it because the connectors for the shield are really brittle. So once you attach it, it's very hard to remove, and I'm afraid I might break those claw there, those clips, and even the white talons on the forearm. These are all brittle, so I will not try removing those shield ports there, because I might break this precious part there. Okay, the precious part, and there I might just make it like this. Okay, twist it a bit, then this. So I'm very impressed that this kit is a bit taller compared with the Dunbine, which is shorter. Dunbine, even though it's a 1/72 scale, has the height of a 1 1/44 scale of Gundam. But this one, this Sirbine here, is a bit taller. So if we're going to compare the Sirbine with my small master grade Gundam, which is this one, the Shenlong Gundam. So they're about the same height. So Shenlong Gundam here is also about 16 centimeters in head height, and also Sirbine here is 16 centimeters. And if we're going to compare it with my Knights and Magic model kit here, the Ikaruga. So Ikaruga here is a 19 centimeters model kit, so it's a bit tall compared with the Sirbine. And if we're going to compare it with the height of okay, I got you. This Gold 4 from Majestic Prince. So Sirbine here is a bit taller than the Majestic Prince. And so we got here my quick review for the Sirbine, and I hope you like this review, and thank you for supporting my channel. And this is Kimmerman from Kimmerman Gunpla Studio saying good night, God bless, and take care.